These are too big for my journal, so I'm going to have to turn them into minis. I have a die, and that is too small. So I'm going to make some file folders that are larger than this, smaller than that. Let's go grab your supplies and join me. Hi everyone, my name is Marylou, and this is Create Junk Journals with Marylou. I am working on making some file folders. I want to make some mini file folders that I can stick into pockets in my journals and my signatures, and maybe even bind them into the signatures. I don't know yet, but I have a couple of regular, I cut them in half already, but they're regular file folders. And I saw, this is just a normal one, but then I saw these, and they are pretty cool. So they're done, like they're colored craft paper. So what I'm thinking is that I can probably sand this and take the color off of it. Oh yes, I can. Okay, I think I have found something really cool. So let's make some file folders. I'm going to start by cutting these to 6 inches. That is going to be the length, or not the length, that is going to be the length of the paper, yes, that I'm going to need. So I'm going to start by cutting a couple of strips of 6 inches. This is Mass Make Monday, so it's all good. This is perfect, the perfect project for that. And I'm not throwing this out. This is going to make wonderful label material, especially now that I figured out that I can sand it. Whoop, and it moved on me, of course. Not a lot, but it moved. Fuck. Well, that sucks. It happens. Yeah, I love that these are painted craft or colored craft paper. That is absolutely wonderful. And then this is just a regular manila file folder. I use them for quite a few things. I use them for tags and labels and tickets, and I just use them for everything. I think I'm going to cut this to 5 inches. Let me just see, what did I do here? That was 4. And I think 4 is just a little too small. I like the 6 inch for the height, but I think I want it a little wider. So I'm gonna go to 5. No, I'm gonna go to 4 and 4.5. Let's go 4.5. And I'll come out of it with a little bit of extras. So first things first, I'm going to fix that little strip. So I'm going to need a piece of my own real boo-boo tape. If it was perfect, I would scan it and put it up online, but it's not perfect yet. So I'm just using it until I figure out how I'm going to get it to be perfect. I am way too picky not to, or to put it up and it's not perfect and it's not how I want it to be. So that's kind of where I'm struggling right now. I have scanned it 500 times already and it's still not where I want it to be. So I'm just going to tape this down. Oops, putting the sticker paper right there, and then I will just lay this right here over top there, and then I'll fold it over. It's really thick sticker paper, which I'm not overly excited about. Let me find a little glue. Put a little glue on there as well. Can I still take it off? Yes. Perfect. All right. Come on. It's going wonderfully well. And just in case you didn't catch on, that was sarcasm. Okay. And then we'll put a little glue on this side as well. And this glue dries clear, so by the time it dries, you won't be able to tell that I put glue on it, but it will hold it a little better. Okay, come on. I think it'll stay. Okay, so now I need to cut this to 4 inches. Four and a half inches, right there. There we go. I just don't want to waste this material because it is really cool. It's attached now. There we go. And then we have the blue. We'll go 4 and a half and 4 and a half, and then we can carry on with our regular set program. All right, 4 and a half, 4 and a half, and I apologize that I took that time, but you know, you're also crafters. You know, not everything always goes according to plan. So then we fly by the seat of our pants and get it going. I have my scoreboard here, so I'm going to score them at 3 1/4, I think. 3¼ and then we fold it. Let me just try this one and then we can carry on after that. We'll go to a true mass make. So I have a little file folder maker, and I am going to make a little tab on this side but not on the front side. So I'm going to stick this in here. Like that. And then I think I want an extra large tab, or do I want a large? I'll go with large. Okay. And that's pretty much perfect because see, it'll just come right to there. So I can probably, if I go back to my scoreboard, I can probably go just a hair right there. And then I have a little extra room in my file folder too. So then it kind of sits like that. And then it is perfect. It just lines up very nicely. That is exactly what I want. Right now I'm grabbing my paper cutter again, but that's not what I want to use. I want to use my knife and my ruler. I'm just quickly doing one, so then we can go to mass make a bunch of them. So now I just need to round the corners, and I can use this for a corner rounder. There is a corner rounder on here. But I have another corner rounder that I like way better, and I like my corners a little bigger than that. So I'm just going to go with the little bigger ones. And on this side as well. This one got to be a little nicer. All right, and I have one pretty file folder. I still think the tab is way too big. So I don't know how I'm going to fix that. I guess I can take the top off. How can I fix this? Because I don't want it to be that size. I wanted about half of that. I guess I can just, let me try that. Just grabbing, and I may just have to be happy with it, because if it's not working the way that I want it to work, if I just cut half this, and I have a ruler. Let's put the ruler right there. Okay, so I need to come up a little bit. You need to go to there. Do I like that better? I do, but I don't. I don't know what to do with it. I think I just have to suck it up and be happy with it. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm going to continue on. I'm just going to fold them all or I'm going to score them all, fold them all, cut them all, and then we can decorate one. So I'll probably speed this up a little bit after I show you a few more. Let's see. And I am going to use the tab maker. If I want to fix it later, I will fix it later, but for now, this is what I'm going to do. Maybe if I just go like that. Oh, I could do that. No, I cannot. Why can I not? Kind of just figured out what I want to do, so that's helpful. I worked really hard last week on the Lullabies and Lace kit, and it kind of became a little much. So I need to slow it down just a little bit and see if I can, so it might be an extra week. Or it might just be a couple extra days. So if it's not coming out next Monday, then it will come out on the Friday after. But I'm hoping to have it out next Monday. That is my goal. And I think that's a realistic goal. That gives me an extra weekend. And that means that I don't have to do as much during the week as what I did last week. And, you know, like, it's not laziness. I just, there is weeks where I just don't get to it. You know, it's that stupid full-time job that still pays the bills. But if you're curious about what kit I made and what that I released on Friday, I will put the link in the description to my Ko-fi store. It's in my Etsy store as well. So I'll put the links in there and you'll have to go check it out. There's a freebie there as well. And it has a pocket and it has a couple of fussy cuts on it. What else does it have? A little piece of collage and some design pieces. I don't know where I'll put all the information. You'll just have to go and check it out. It is, I think it's really cute, and I hope you do too. And then the next one will be buttons and bows. It is more of a little kids theme, so I'm not sure if I want to go in the storybook direction or where I want to take it yet. I took the Lullabies and Linen, was totally a family getting ready to go to bed and everybody is in their jammies, or Sunday morning where everybody is still in their jammies and they're all hanging out. It was just a really fun little kit to put together, and I'm using my the patterns that I found at an auction, or that I won in an auction. Okay. I am just going to leave that little hole there. I like this size of this size tab. So I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do with it. But for now, that is what it's going to be. All right, what do I have? So there, oh, I just need to round the corners still. Yeah. Here are the other ones. So it's very cute. And the girls in their pretty dresses. And then I have a beach one. There. So I thought these were really cute to put together. They're about the same size and same age group. So that's why I went with the 4 of those. And you'll see, just like last week, you'll see a lot of projects coming out where I am using these. Okay, so I have a whole bunch of file folders, and that's exciting. And they're all over the place. I did not do any consistency on which side the tab was supposed to be on. That's okay. So I'm going to take, I think I want to take the blue one, a blue one, and play with it. So these are just going to go into my stash so that whenever I need a file folder, I don't have to make them anymore. That is kind of my idea of a mass make. And I'll decorate one so that I have it for in my next signature. So I have my blue file folder, and I have black distress ink, but I also have faded jeans. And I'm not sure which one would be the best. I think the black would be the best to ink around this. I had also grabbed, just in case I wanted to play with the green or the yellow or the manila one, I grabbed Tattered Rose, Vintage Photo, and Forest Moss. Those are going to be the colors that I am going to work with for this kit, and the faded jeans. So that is the four colors that will be the majority of what I'm going to do. All right, so I have my black soot distress ink. And I'm going to zoom you in now. So I'm going to put this down a little bit, so I'll zoom you out. There. That way I can see, I can make sure that I'm on in the frame with my project. There. So I'm just inking all the way around, and then I think I'm going to distress it just a little bit more. I want this to look a little more grungy today. I am feeling like grunge. Yesterday I did my experiment thing with my ABC board book. Or not experiment, well, it was a little bit. I did the letters were the K and the L. So I did keys made out of Shrinky Dinks, and I attached them with little jump rings onto, I called it laminate. It's not really laminate. It is a piece of Cricut veneer, and it just looks so cute on my board book. I now have like all the things hanging off of it, and yeah, I'm really happy with how that is turning out. And that was my rescued book. So I have everything inked here. So let's see how much we can grunge this up and get some of that. Oh, it's really shaking, isn't it? I want it to look old and worn, and these colors are making me get that vibe of old and worn, and especially because it is like the 50s kit, and that's what I'm working on. And you know, for the next little while I won't be coming out of the 40s and 50s. I'll be completely immersed in it. So everything needs to be looking a little worn. I just want to have that old file folder look, and thankfully, like, these are giving that vibe. Oh, how wonderful. Yes. Perfect. Can you see it? There you go. Just a little more right here, so that the Kraft paper kind of shines through, but you can still see the black from the black. And my fingers are completely covered now. I am grabbing one of my prototypes because I've put all my little thingies in there. I also have a little lace. Wouldn't be me if there wasn't a little lace. And I think I want to put lace right along that edge. And I want to use a little bit of my linen as well. I need a bigger strip. Oh, I have a bigger strip right there. So maybe if I attach this right here, then one, I am covering my little hole that is right there. And then can I tie this somehow? That is a wonderful idea. How am I going to do that? Let's see. I have a piece of ribbon. Ha! That will work just perfect. Piece of ribbon can go right in there. And I can tie it closed. That is a terrible bow, but it's just a for now. So I need to put a little bit of glue right there to keep the ribbon in place. And I'm going to use my 3-in-1 glue. There. Just putting a little bit right there so that I can slide the ribbon right into the glue and it'll be stuck. There. I am going to, come on, cut it at a slant. There. And then I can decorate this to my heart's content. All right, what do I want to use? I have my little girl, isn't she cute? I have some bunnies. And there's the little guy. Or do I want these two little girls? Oh, these two little girls. Look at them. They're so cute. Look at how adorable that would be. I can have them sitting right there and her right there. I don't know if they're the same or similar, but I think it's cute. Do I want to use the bunny? I want to maybe use the bunny like right there behind her. Okay. So the rest of them can go back. I have a couple of really cool projects that I'm thinking of, you guys. I don't know if you remember, but I have these slide covers. They have glass in them. And I'm going to do a project with that. Okay, I need this to go like that so that it's laying a little flatter and I don't have to hold it down all the time. Okay, so I want some lace and I have a little bit of different kinds. For this style clothes, or for this style images, I love the eyelet. but it is just too big. I know I have little eyelet, but I haven't found it yet. I know I have it. So it is, I am going to play with it. I did, however, print off some, I made some labels. And I think these are really cute to put with that. So I'm just trying to figure out how I want to lay this down. I have a little bit, you know, you're recognizing it. It's from the pattern envelopes. Let's make this a little neater. So it's not so crooked. If I go like this. So yeah, I am playing with a couple of different ideas of where I'm going to take this. And that is kind of where my problem comes in, right? That's why I don't know when I'm going to have it done. I am playing with the idea of turning it into a story time kit, or if I want to go with a photography idea kit. So that's where I'm a little stuck. Input would be lovely. If you guys have any ideas on how what I should be doing with this, let me know. I am very open to suggestions. Okay, so I want to put this little piece of linen right here along the top. So I need it to be that long. There. We'll use a little 3-in-1 glue. And put that right on there. And then I have that little piece of lace because it'll just give it that little extra. How do I think I want this to go a little down lower? Okay. Yes, this is how I work. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, let's put this down again. I just want the lace to come out, or I want the linen to come out from under the lace. That is kind of why I want it to go a little down, a little lower. Okay, so then I'm going to put a strip of glue right along the edge again. And I'll put that lace right there in the glue. Just, oh, like that. My fingers are stuck in the glue. I like that a lot. Okay. So then when it closes up, it'll be like that. I think you might be too close now, huh? Let's go a little more. There we go. That is pretty cute. I like that. All right, so I need to ink around these, and then I want to distress them. But I'm going to ink around them with my vintage photo, of course. And I'm grabbing a new little finger because yesterday when I was doing my live, or that was on Saturday, but today is Sunday for me, so so when I was doing the live, I realized that my inky fingers are falling apart. It's been very well used. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of crinkling this up so that I can put the ink on there. And it looks like it's been folded and unfolded and it's old, and as opposed to just another print. So that's one. And then I have the number. I don't know if I need to make that in the same way. There. And put that on there. There we go. My sticky fingers. Okay, so this one is going to go right in the center-ish. Right there. So that is the back of the pattern. And then this. Can go right there in the corner. And by the time I flatten it, you can't even tell that I had wrinkled it all up. There. This one. Let me push that down a little bit. This one can go right there. And then I'm folding it to the back. I'm going to take my little tool and scuff it up a little bit. And then I have the number, and the number can go right there. Right there. I think that is really cute. All right, let's ink around my girls. So with the Lullabies and Linen kit, the images are big, but you can print them off 2 to a page, 3, 4 to a page, and then you have them nice and small. And I put them on music paper so that every piece of the paper can be used. I did that on purpose, and that will be the same for this kit as well. I want every piece to be used. If you're using your ink, you may as well use have, I need something here to ground her. What do I have that I can put there? I don't want to use that. Piece of wood. That could work. Or do I want to just put a little piece of lace there? Or is that going to be just too much lace? Because otherwise I'm just going to go down lower and cut the other girl's legs off. And I think that's what I may have to do. I have all these little spools of, I like these wooden spools. I have a printer drawer that they used to put all the letters in for like setting the printing press. And I'm going to hang it up here above my desk, and then I will have, and then I can put all my little thingies that I have found in the on my travels through the thrift stores, kind of like my itty bitty thimble. It is a child's thimble. It's been used, it's been very well used, and it's made out of copper. It's really cute. So that is also going to go in there. There's so many, I have so many little treasures that I have found, or that were just in with what I was, in what I found, that I want to kind of put it on display, and I think that would be just so cute. Yeah, that is exactly what I needed. Okay. Oh, how cute is that? Look at the two little sisters. They're so cute. Pink. There. And then we need the other little sister right there. She's playing on her own with the bunny. Right there. Bunny can come out just a little more. I think. I'm not sure. Right now, I'm like, oh, does it really need that? I don't know. I like it like that. But then I do think it needs something on this side as well. I just don't know. I'm a little stumped right now, because once you tie this up, right? Oh, I still have this. Wait, I still have this. Let me start here, and because I definitely know what I wanted to do with that. Thinking it. Ugh, my fingers are stuck together. And oh, using my 3-in-1 glue again. There. And I want to put it right here. Oh, come on. Right here at the top. Put it centered a little bit. Oh, yes. How cute. That's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. I could just go with just the bunnies. I have a boy and a girl bunny. Maybe I'll just go with just the bunnies. That would work. Okay. I'll have to ink around them. And glue them down. And this will be the last piece of this project. I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I don't make file folders ever. I have never made them. I wasn't sure how to put them into my journals. And then I thought, well, you know, I think I can put fussy cuts in there and little bits and pieces. So that's why I decided to make some mini file folders. And I also get to announce my brand new kit that is coming up. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for watching. If you've made it all the way here, on my next, the next release of my kit. So that will be the buttons and bows kit. I will have a little giveaway. So it is a die, and I accidentally ordered 2 of them. So I have 2 and I only need 1, because who needs 2 of the same die, right? So I decided that I should give one away. So if you are curious about which die I am going to give away, please tune in for the live for my next release. I will be doing it another live, I think. I enjoyed that. It was easy to do, and it saved me a lot of heartaches from having to edit and all of that. So that just, it was something that I had also never done before, and now I am kind of comfortable with it. Okay, I am going to keep messing with my bow because I can't get it to sit how I want it. And thanks for tuning in. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you can see what other projects I am going to make with all my fussy cuts that I have right here. There's a lot of very cute ones. So yeah, like, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell as well. And also, please leave me a comment on what you think I should be doing, like, to avoid this. And I have glue everywhere now. But yeah, I want to know, like, how do you solve that problem? Let me know. Thanks for watching. Have yourselves a lovely Monday.